Hey, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to do a quick video review for the CatastrophiCreations system for cats to basically wall mount this this unit here. Now, you may find that depending on what it is that you're buying from CatastrophiCreations, there's many different combinations in terms of colors and ways that you can set this up. Originally, when we bought this set, this was designed to be kind of like a Mario set where you'd have like these graphics that would go on the wall, and then you'd also have this piece that would lay out in between the different pieces that then mount to the wall. But because of our stud spacing, I ended up finding out, and as you can see, I've got a couple holes in the wall here, I wasn't able to mount these very easily into the wall without utilizing studs and feeling very comfortable about doing that without the risk of this ruining the wall or possibly injuring our cats while they were up on this. So I'll kind of go through some of this. So first of all, the instructions that did come with this were fairly detailed. They really go through and kind of give you ideas of what to utilize. They do highly recommend using studs. One of the things that you do really want to keep in mind, and I would even say before you order this, is get a stud finder and actually see where your studs reside. Now in my case, my studs were basically 24 inches apart. With the system that I bought, they actually really were designed for studs that were spaced 16 inches apart, and part of the problem was that when we originally bought this, we never got around to installing it, and we were supposed to do it in our old home. So part of the problem with that was that we had walls that were essentially like older style walls. It was harder to detect studs. There were a lot of like slats and things like that behind it. It was basically almost like a sheetrock style, and it was pretty much like a horsehair plaster is actually what it was. So it was very difficult to find the studs. We moved into this new home, and I was able to find this space in our basement where the cats do hang out. Right now, one of them is actually down below here hanging out in a little cubby. And we do have 4 cats, so some of them do use this on occasion. But overall, I'll kind of go through some of the pieces, some of the pros, cons, and give you guys an idea here. So with each of these, you basically have a really nice wood piece that then goes into the wall. And these top bolts actually come out. They're basically just hex bolts. And this whole piece will basically come up. And on the back of this, you have 3 holes on this metal plate. So this is actually where you bolt in. They recommend bolting in the middle bolt first and then basically one of the other 2 bolts. So you've got at minimum 2 screws that are going into the wall into a stud. Once you've done that on all of these, you have this fabric that then kind of goes across, and as you can see, you know, the way that I orientated this was I had enough fabric that I could basically run it across, but I ended up making a cut here, which I'll probably cut it again so this isn't like coming off, but I was able to basically utilize this twice. So now you know, we have 4 cats, so if in theory all 4 of them wanted to be up here, they could all hang out and rest on this. This isn't a particularly complex or, you know, crazy setup here, but I did have a little bit of a frustration with this because you can see here I ended up trying to mount this into a non-studded portion of the wall, and some of the pieces that came with it, even using aftermarket ones that were made for like heavy weight, say up to like 60 pounds, I ended up tearing the wall. Now this could have been more my fault. I don't want to necessarily blame it on their system, but I do highly recommend, I think if you're going to have cats up here, you're going to, you know, have an animal that's obviously up here, you don't want to really chance it where this could come out and then the cat could get injured or hurt, and then of course it's going to destroy your wall, kind of like you can see what happened here. Originally I was trying to space this out for 16-inch studs and just found that, you know, it wasn't going to work out, so I've got to go back and patch all of this. But overall, you know, I do like the system. I like that it has enough room here. The cat could hang out, lay in this, and you do have combinations that you can get with this particular company. You can get like sisal rope. There's like bridges that go in across. You can have areas, I don't have it here, but this particular system actually came one that was made for the 16-inch spacing where it had a big hole in it and they could jump through that hole, and it also had basically these pieces that you could put up if you were doing the 16-inch where it would go across and kind of create like a hole, like a cubby that they could go into, and it would make it feel like it's more of an enclosed space for the cats, which of course they love. So overall, I mean, I would say, you know, this is going to be a good system, but you're going to have to make sure that you have the studs, because I really don't recommend not using studs, just my personal preference. And, you know, obviously take the time to look into all of that. And overall, I think you'll really love this system once you get it all set up. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the review. I'll leave a link below on Amazon where you can get some of these products. If you do decide to do that, I will earn a small commission. You guys will pay the same, and it definitely helps me out a great deal, and I certainly appreciate that. Thanks.